Imagine children returning to school with no need for masks, sports fans packing into stadiums, and movie lovers visiting cinemas. Well, Dr. Anthony Fauci says those normal activities could be a possibility again by the fall. But the immediate future is not as bright, as COVID-19 cases and deaths do hit record highs. Athena Jones reports.
As 2020 draws to a close, fresh signs of a deepening crisis that could make January a particularly challenging month. America hitting a new high for COVID-19 deaths for the second day in a row. More than 3,700 people losing their lives to the virus. As the CDC projects, as many as 80,000 more people will die in the next 3 weeks. Hard-hit Los Angeles County surpassing 10,000 COVID deaths since the start of the pandemic.
We are at our capacity. And while we're seeing the caseload begin to level off, we know that 2 or 3 weeks of more hospitalizations and more deaths that follow last week and the week before caseload, we are still going to have our toughest and darkest days.
Hospitalizations nationwide also setting a record again on Wednesday. 12 states reaching new highs for hospitalizations, including Georgia, where officials have set up a field hospital in an Atlanta convention center.
We're at a critical point.
And with California becoming the second state to identify a case of the more contagious coronavirus variant first discovered in the United Kingdom, doctors say it raises the stakes for getting the vaccines out faster, even as experts acknowledge distribution so far is falling short. Just 2.8 million doses administered out of some 12.4 million distributed, a tiny fraction of the 20 million dose goal government officials set.
We would have liked to have seen it run smoothly and have 20 million doses into people today by the end of the 2020, which was the projection. Obviously, it didn't happen, and that's disappointing.
Several states facing problems getting shots into arms.
Maybe my expectations were too high, that the vaccine would have been rolled out faster and in a much more efficient manner than it has been.
If we had more doses, we'd get those into arms as well. The demand at this point far exceeds the supply.
Dr. Anthony Fauci saying that giving more people a first dose of vaccine to provide some protection is under consideration.
You can make an argument, and some people are, about stretching out the doses by giving a single dose across the board and hoping you're going to get the second dose in time to give to individuals.